So, greetings, salutations. I hope everyone's having a good day. I think I have something interesting to share with you guys today concerning Tower of God, SIU, and the Tales User Story Universe, or TUS universe. Whereas I actually have a translation here of one of SIU's kind of earlier works that he used to put on. I think it was his blog or blog cafe or something of the sort. I could be wrong about where he used to post it, but I remember way back in the day, Godai, one of the earlier translators who used to translate stuff for the Tower God community, had found some of this stuff and had done a pretty general rough translation of it. It was way back in like 2013 when I first visited it, so I don't recall or remember any of it. But what we have here now is a translation by Adios Korea. So shout out to you guys for cleaning it and translating it and getting it out. So we have one of his earliest or earlier works. I don't believe it's canon. I believe Tower of God currently, as of right now, this video is the only canonical official story within this universe. Not that they're technically connected, but Tower of God takes place in its own unique location where you do this own thing, and we follow the story of Bam. And perhaps by the end of this story, Bam may become an Axis. We don't know. So I thought it would be fun to kind of read this. I'm gonna live react to it, read this, and then you guys tell me what you think, and if you think you see any ideas here that maybe have bled into Tower of God, a couple of similarities, and whatever the case may be. But do me a favor. Don't snitch on me. There's no official way to read this. So, shh. Like and subscribe, and if you're new here, hit the bell of dawn so the Ghost of the 13-month series doesn't get you. Let's hop right in. Y'all talking time just tick away. You ain't clocking hours on the day. All that watch is stopping what you claim. Dollar crosses Rio got me name. Hoping God just get me out this way. Okay, so here you can see that I have it out, the chapter out here. Now I know there was something that he has officially on Naver called Give Me Back My Earth that I believe somewhat ties into this, or they mention each other or something of the sort. I'm going to make a playlist specifically for Tales User Story Universe stuff, and when I kind of wrap my head around it perfectly without because I'm going to do proper research and I have to look into some stuff that's Korean only and I haven't gotten that far yet. I will compile a proper video kind of detailing what was already out and tell you what's official and unofficial, because he's removed a lot of the stories he used to do. I believe it was called blog cafe or something of the sort. Maybe it was his own blog. But let's just read it here, have some fun, have a good time, and listen. I don't like having panels on the screen for any reason. I'm going to try today and see what happens, because I'm not these other YouTubers for whatever reason. When I was even just like 200 subscribers strong, I got a strike from Naver for reading like this, which is why when you see me read and live react, I don't have the panels on screen. But this is technically not an official thing, so hopefully they don't get me. But but we'll see what happens. Let's just hop right in though. All right, so Tales User Story, TUS, beginning. Is that word? Or okay. Oh, I vaguely remember this. I think this is what Godai did. Okay, so hey. Year 1303. Conquest of the calendar. Blue space era. Well, how many times do I need to repeat myself? The king of conquest is blocked by the red wall. There is no reason for us to go there. The countries behind the blue wall are also starting to claim independence. If we don't cross through the backside right now, we're dead. Okay, so 1300 and 3 years after the King of Conquest has been awakened. The war that had been like his life has finally met its end. You can see here, just like crazy stuff's happening in space. Probably this. I wonder if this is an Axis field here. I'm not entirely sure, but you can definitely tell a lot of the drawing for SIU at this part of his life. He's still acclimating himself with a lot of things, and it's still very rough. And it's black and white, unlike color that we get with the first season, because you can see how he's improved over time. So it's nice to almost get his true humble beginnings here, so to speak. The Red Cross Alliance was founded by the 98 Stars with the Red Cross, the King of Conquest's birthplace, serving as its leader. The alliance came into existence after the 98 Stars declared emancipation of the entirety of space, including all the planets. However, the alliance has fragmented, after the King of Conquest's death, and now is a ghost of its former self. In the Grand Hall of the Duke of Rose Matter, Blood Matter? Ooh, Hendo? 513 years after the King of Conquest's death. Now that the blue and red have come, let us begin the Three Flower Association's first meeting of the Rose's fifth spring. Is that red and blue, like the red and blue, you know what I'm saying? Bam, the horns, hold on. Hold on. I, the chairperson of the Three Flower Association, his name is Vart. Sounds like fart. What am I, 6? I'm sorry. Reports of every member has gathered and approves to begin the Three Flower Association's meeting. Long time no see, fart. Yes. However, I'm sorry, everyone. Today, the Three Flower Association's meeting will proceed with the discussion regarding a very important matter. Please listen to with all seriousness. Now that 513 years have passed, Robin the Red Rose's observer was sleeping. Sleep. Young sleep. The King of Conquest's death is the world is wow. The King of Conquest's death the world is experiencing at a great price. Gu Johnson, the Red Rose's observer, sleeping. There are still wars happening in the fifth airspace, but there is no risk of conflict spreading here. Even if it were to happen, there is nothing they can do against us. Therefore, starting today, I will be assigning leave for those who have been exhausted from the long battles. I was planning on letting Robin and Good Johnson of the Red Rose go on to leave. The Rose of Matter retires to 2 red roses. Looks like 2 holds no objections against my decision. After the meeting has been finished, please let the drowsy one know. So you can see who worked on it here. Another translator in the community. I don't know who these 2 are, unfortunately, but thank you guys for your work, and let's keep it pushing. I think that's the beginning of that. Okay, I got some color here. There we go. Okay, Talse Uzer story. 513. So I guess that was a chapter, so to speak. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe they just broke it up like that. Maybe when they were translating it, scanning it, and all that stuff, they just broke it up in those. I don't know though. I couldn't tell you. I don't even like when I remember when I was reading this originally. I mostly had this in Korean, with Godai's translations kind of being on the side, telling me what's happening more so than me reading it like the way I am right now. So let's keep it moving. 513 years. Why do I keep saying 15? 513 years passed since the death of the King of Conquest. The world is in serenity. The third red petal of rose matter. The earth was experiencing the serenity as well, enjoying the moment that will eventually come to an end. At that time, the explosion happened in the earth was almost on par with the demon egg incident until someday Excess. Ooh, with the EX, not an AX. Interesting. Actually, no, that's how they used to translate it and spell it. That's one of those things like Jihad, Zahard, and Dorsey. I guess you can go with either, but I spell it with an A. Until someday, Axis, the power that is said to be godlike, brings the embers of war to this world again. So, they have concluded that there is a possibility for the awakened individuals to have similar characters, and this is going through an investigation. This part is important. Make sure to mark it to this world again. The lecture has finished. I fell asleep. Talse User 18 has been enrolled for the access class for ordinaries. This almost seems like regulars, This guy kind of has a BAM look to him a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm overlooking it. I'm trying to see where some of the stories of Tower of God are being originated here. Because my understanding is one of the reasons why he removed so much of the stuff that he had done prior is because a lot of ideas in it he was going to use in Tower of God. So, hey student, you sure have some nerve sleeping in class. Lewis McDonald, 17, one of the few friends of Tails. His name is Tails. Oh, his name is literally Talse Uzer. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm slow. Looks very old for his age. I said not to bring it up. Haha. It's fine. At least he didn't snore while sleeping like he did last time. Daniel Meg. Daniel? Good personality, good intelligence. Anyways, I heard that there's an incredible beauty in the next classroom. Let's go check it out. Hey, wait. Well, not exactly what I expected. Haha, because your standard is way too high. Fufu, you guys haven't seen Miss Edwards yet. Once you see her, other women will look. Hey, she's getting married soon. Why don't you give up too, user? It might be better if you take another. Wait, if take other classes more. No way. I will never give up. Access is not something you're born with, but something you awaken. So every ordinary person still has a chance to be awakened, as I explained in my video that in my access video with Phantom Minim. Because of this, from little children to elders who are close to the day of their death in the village, continue believing that one and only miracle. Heh. Try to the best of your abilities. It's a slim chance, though. Whoosh. Ugh. Did you hit him? Which bastards did this? Hey, did you hear that? Dude, why don't you give the ball back to us and end this here? Axis apprentices, Jin and Medico. He called us who possesses the godlike ability, bastards. Or else you will be hurt badly by the godlike power, haha. Stop, hey, if somebody gets hurt, why don't you apologize first? Those guys use Axis, but wait for the war. I just need to apologize and hand them this ball. That's all, haha. We would do like fling it at them at full power. What's going on? Let's keep it moving. Talse Uzer story 2 meeting. So yeah, I guess this is a different chapter now. Okay. This is LA. Los Angeles? This is Law, and this is the last Talse. You cannot hit that key yet. That one is because of that because the name of that key is war. You're tired, aren't you? Did you not sleep well last night? Maria Thunderstone. Talse part-time partner. A lot of these names are making me laugh. Thunderstone? Okay. I had a really bad dream, so I couldn't sleep well. Hey, is the curse... Hey, is that a curse from a girlfriend you broke up with? No way. Maybe the ex-boyfriend? Then I wonder. Don't tell me you really believe that. The power of... What? Is that supposed to be attraction? But spelled in that way, also known as the flower stalk. About 30 of this building is built in this region and possesses a lot of mysteries. 30 towers. Nothing is known about about who these are for or when they were built, but because the towers are managed by hiring students as part-timers, they become popular among students. But among the students, no one knows who the residents of this tower are. The tower being built? Hold on. Are we just leave it there? But among the students, no one knows who the residents of the tower are. Every weekend, cleaning a place where nobody is living. I mean, like, I like it because they let me work part time, but I can hardly cheer myself up because there was no doors or windows. Heh, that thought comes to my mind too. But whenever it does, think about this. This power is like a part of the Duke. Hey, that's different. Like here, it's big and hard. Oh my god. If you ever feel melancholic like that, do you have some free time today? This translation is pretty rough, by the way, and I don't know exactly how he had written it originally, because I would say that SIU's writing is still to this day a little bit no. The very beginning was pretty amateurish, if you get what I'm saying. So maybe it's a little bit rough because this is kind of like his first story, so to speak, or one of the first things he's created. So maybe it was kind of hard to translate because I feel like I'm a little all over the place, and part of me is still thinking, reading right to left because I'm being so conditioned by manga. But let's keep it going. For once to look through because of that, this tower had turned into a mystery as time passed, with more and more deductions and rumors. I don't accept dates. So with an ordinary look, it won't. I'm quite popular, actually. Shut up. Okay, going as planned. The porter. He went downtown rather than going straight back to his house. Hell, this ain't no gift. Why the hell did she bring me to her shopping? And today, somehow, it feels like there are a lot of lookalikes. Finally, he noticed. Baston's spell. It seems there are more than 50 of them roaming around the downtown. The downtown. Even if it's a battle type, expanding X's range to the downtown like that. Well, it probably means they are in a hurry as well. He probably let the illusionary creatures handle this place and went to that kid's house first. Not so much for a first-rate classified secret. If they're going to neglect him in a place like this, is he really a first-rate classified secret? I am getting disappointed. Well, we will know whether it's true or not once you open this door. Opens the door, some weird ball creature thing. Well, well, in color? Looks like I haven't seen you guys before. I heard that the Duke is transfusing new blood. Blood? Power of blood? Jod? New blood. Now I know it's true. Hey, you, that's rude. Please forgive our discourtesy, Your Highness. The King of Artificial Creation, Oedipus. Okay. That's interesting. There is a talking flower. Flowey? Undertale? Watch your words. Did you punch somebody? My apologies. After that, I said Flowey from Undertale. For whatever reason, my audio cut out, so I actually kept reading, not knowing that everything was muted, which is annoying. But let's just finish this and So watch your words. There's a talking flower. Who the hell is this? If you call me a flower one more time, your lives will be in danger, dudes. Is that true? Isn't that true, ma'am? You are a flower, though, right? Like you felt the despair. Is this woman taking a tour in the bathroom? Why is she still not out yet? So there's a fight happening. No butting in Bastin. So here you see the action starts. As expected, but you've been watching, but that does not change the fact that you are sitting ducks, seniors. My illusionary creatures are already filling this place. I am just honored that you are letting me fight. It has been a while. I've rested for too long. I am getting impatient. Keke disappeared. So it was an illusionary creature. This way. He gets grabbed. You see this beastly looking thing. Looks really awesome. I welcome you, the illusionary creatures of Bastin, for coming to my axis. I guess in that field of space. Thank you for helping, but what the hell is this about appearing out of nowhere? Please wait. Bastion is an illusionary creature controlling Axis user, so you have to step back. The number of illusionary creatures he can control is on the level of a core. So I think I'd said like a Zahad core. Like, what does that mean? You know? To eliminate this many illusionary creatures, we have to use Axis in a wide range as well, but there's a chance that you might get involved, so I've taken you here. Please understand. The one on the outside will take care of the illusory creature. I think I kept saying illusory creatures. I apologize. Don't worry, he is strong. Why did God give us the Axis? Aren't you curious? Axis is the power to control one space. We often use it for fights, but did God give us the power to use in dumb ways like this? Most exorcers fall into confusion upon receiving the mighty powers without even knowing why. The results are obvious. They use the access for their own selfish interests and desires. A good example is the King of Conquest from before. He used his power to fulfill his endless desire. You see, we got tired of those stupid things. So we have decided to ask the God about what would be a good way to use his power. And I have decided to make the God, since I am the king of artificial creation, I think. Artificial creation, maybe. So you can see here, you can maybe see a bit of the Enryu being able to create life stuff coming up. And it's just like, you can see how SIU is trying to really solidify some of the ideas that he would use later on and possibly will be using in the future. Come out, Robin. Or hey, Robin, come out. All clear. Let's go out for now. But even as the king of artificial creation, it was impossible to make a god. Well, I don't know what makes you special or anything. Why? The Duke. But it doesn't matter. You are necessary for the Duke. And I hate the Duke like that. And I hate that Duke like hell. Then one day the Duke had come to us and said, since I know how to create the god, please help me. The recent series of incidents, in fact, was a plan to create the god, is what Your Highness is saying. Is he really believing this? Yes, everything is for his return. And we'll go to the last part. The evil Duke, raise the pay. You are killing us. And you see some people here. Maybe they will finally get their senses back now. Don't remember seeing someone like that. That's kind of cool. It seems an incident that happened during an accident. It seems to be an accident that happened during the awakening of Axis. But looking at the scale of damage, it is likely that he is a powerful Axis user. Maybe, or unlikely that he is a powerful Axis user. Maybe F1, if not lower. Don't know what that means, but maybe this is when he started to think about ranking stuff. But rankers, in terms of higher ranking stuff, is used often in a lot of Korean webtoons. So I'm not going to give SIU total credit for that. I don't know if he's the first, though. He could be. I see no reason for visiting me if that person has that kind of ability. There's a problem with the victim and assailant. So we look at the come to this house. So let me put this together. You are saying the victim who was present during the awakening of Axis is his mother, and the name of the person who invoked Axis is Lewis Walcott. Talse Uzer stories, dear friend. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. This nigga looks so cool, bro. I clicked something. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. All right. Ding dong, and this was the end of what we had. So very, very intriguing, interesting stuff to say the least. So I'm trying to remember exactly what I said here before, but any case, I do want to talk more about the grander Talse User story stuff. I want to do more in-depth research, especially on the Korean side of things, because I don't know what is and isn't available. I will show you guys this real briefly. Let me get rid of my camera. I'm sorry. Get rid of this ugly dude in the way. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is what I was speaking about before on SIU's blog. This is called Give Me Back of the Earth or Take the Earth Back or something of the sort. So I don't know if this has been translated anywhere in English or French. If it's English or French, I can read it, so let me know. And yeah, and I remember briefly them saying stuff like he said things that tied into that story we read about related to the King of Conquest. And this was the Godai page that I was speaking about earlier. And you can see here some of the things we may have been reading to some degree about the King of Conquest are right here, right? So, and this is how it was like shown to us throughout the blog post back in like 2012. Yeah, so I'll have all the links in the comment section below if anybody has an idea of which direction to point me in, because I want to kind of compile all this stuff and really kind of break it down and make, if not one video, multiple, make it its own playlist. Let me know. But thank you for sticking around. Let me know what you thought about this, if you had a good time, if not a good time or not. Hit the bell of dawn, like and subscribe if you're new here, and you guys have yourselves a mighty fine day. I'm gonna be out.
In my drugs, pour it in my cup, sitting in my darkness with my ghouls, we pouring up. I don't really give a fuck, I don't really have a say. You tell me that I suck until you get up out my face. You got tears in your eyes, looking like a fool.